So I remember ages ago there was a post on, it was Facebook or somewhere, and somebody asked the question, "What comes first, belief or actions?" And I remember having this discussion about it where I went, "Well, both can come first. It doesn't matter. One does not necessarily lead to the other one. It's there isn't a particular order." Because I see plenty of example of times where people take action and get the belief later, and I see plenty of times where people have belief in something and take the action. And I was told categorically that actually no, belief always came first. And we at that point we decided that maybe there wasn't a conversation to be going on with there. But I was thinking about that recently, and it reminded me of something called the flywheel, or the flywheel process or effect, or something along those lines. It's got some fancy name, which I'm going to just do a quick diagram for now. And I think this is really, really useful if you're somebody who maybe doesn't have a huge amount of belief. And I'll put my hand up. I've been there. I haven't had a belief in myself. I haven't had belief in that I could do something. If you're the kind of person maybe who's been through that, this could be a really useful system to help you to actually have that belief and kind of borrow that belief. And I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to flick down to the other camera and show you. Let's see if this works. So again, no expense spared on pens. So the flywheel effect basically starts off with this idea that over here, I've got to find a good way to do it. We have belief, and belief leads to action. Do action in pink. See if that will actually do it at the moment. It will come into focus. Action there. Come on. There we go. Action. And then when you take, let's move that out of the way there. See if that, when you take action, you get results. Get that back into focus. Come on. There we go. Belief, action, results. And the great thing is that when you then get results, that increases your belief and it feeds back into that cycle. But what happens if you don't have belief in something? If you don't have belief in something, you can't almost kick-start this. Now think about a kind of an engine analogy. God, it's a bit of a mouthful. Think of an engine analogy. If you're a driver of a car, you get in the car, you turn the ignition, and it starts, and it kick-starts the whole thing. What if you can't actually have that belief to kind of kick-start this process? Well, this is where you borrow some belief from someone else. This is where somebody else comes along and says to you, you can't see it. You maybe don't believe that you can do this, but I have the belief that you can do it. Or here is some evidence of other people like you who've done it. And let me loan this belief to you. Let me give you this belief so that you can then go off and take the action. Supportive role, like a role where somebody comes along with you and walks that path with you and helps you out. Okay, maybe that's a coach, maybe that's a friend, maybe it's a co-worker, maybe it's a family member. It doesn't really matter. But having somebody who believes in you enough that they will help you to have that belief so that you can take action might be the kickstart you need. Maybe the analogy here for cars is you're sat in a car trying to turn the engine over, it doesn't work, someone comes along and pushes it for you. That's when it all starts to work and starts to go through. This as a model is a really simple model. Belief that you can do something, you take actions, you get the results you're looking for. Once you've got the results, it kind of intensifies your belief and it goes round and round again. But if you're trying to kind of kickstart this, if you're trying to get all this moving and you don't quite have the belief, that's where you look to other people to do it. Trusted person, coach, whoever it is. And my call to action with this is simple. If you're in a position where there's something you want to do but you don't have the belief that you can do it, give me a call. Maybe let's have a conversation about it, because I'm sure there are plenty of examples in your past where you have done things and you've had amazing success, you've had amazing results, which maybe you're just not thinking about at the moment because, well, we all have a negativity bias. We all look for things. We all look for the negative stuff. We don't look for the positive stuff. And it takes quite a bit of work in order to look at the positive stuff sometimes. But if this is something which resonates with you, if this is something which you find interesting, drop me a line, DM, email, whatever you want to, and let's have a conversation. See you later.